Warning, Caffeinated Conquest features adult nerds using adult language. Seriously, don't say we didn't warn you.
Roll to dodge.
Dodge!
And I'm going to give it plus two to your difficulty. So you're
It's
going to roll
alertness, right?
Dexterity athletics.
Dex Athletics diff 8 for you.
Willpower!
Wheel power.
Because I got some of that shit back. I really needed it. 2 successes.
2 successes. So 1 gets through, and that's going to be 2, 3. Roll to soak 1 damage.
Soaked.
Okay, so it doesn't necessarily hurt, but this huge stone gravestone just cracks across your face and sends you sprawling to the ground. We go to Byrick Ashen, Mark Zantz.
Where we threw the headstone.
Hey, Fiero!
I catch!
Tell Jabril we need Osbeck.
I suppose we should regroup at McNeil's mansion.
Very well.
Let's get in the car.
I'll take the back seat.
The whole back seat. There's probably a dead wolf in there.
No, I'm gonna put it in the front seat.
The passenger side. No, I think I put it in the trunk. Okay, I'm driving back to McNeil's to regroup and relay what we've managed to accomplish.
Okay, so you guys head back to McNeil's. Before that, I need this side of the table to roll initiative.
Yay!
God damn it, 3 fights in a row. I guess this really is an Anarch Chronicle.
Most of these we don't instigate.
Thanks, wins.
Everybody just seems to hate us for some reason.
For some reason.
Jabril, what do you have?
21.
Martino.
15.
Bob took exception to your 21.
4 dex, 3
Fiero.
celerity, 3
17.
wits. And I rolled a 9.
And what does Betty have?
Yes. Betty. Where did you go, Betty?
Don't slip right now.
She got a 9 plus 11. 14.
14 for Betty. So, where the dislodge headstone was, there's a hideous fucking Nosferatu with these very, very bat-like looking, with these long, distended arms. Where his elbow should be is up here somewhere, so he's just reaching out with these feelers and snarls at you with this horrific snake-like mouth. Jabril, you're up first.
Every time.
You're gonna Diablo-rize him.
Probably. I'll Alvarez Murphy, but not Burbank.
Can I make it, if anyone Diablerizes me, they have to be a heroin addict?
You can't decree that. I might be able to.
It's like, I feel weird. Hi.
Insanity friend.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, you're still within your 2 hours of loopiness.
Oh, it's 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
It's 12 minutes, and I have 8 hours of... Like, 12 minutes of the negative effects, and then 8 hours of just
Dreamlike
kind of
state.
Dreamlike state where I don't frenzy easily.
Is there only one?
That you can see. So, knowing that you're dealing with the Nosferatu clan, that's almost certainly a no.
I'll just look at you guys like back inside. There. We can hole up there. I don't know how many of them are out here.
You got out the other doors.
And I will just back roll. Ready a parry and or dodge.
You're ready a parry and or dodge as you move back into the mausoleum?
Yes.
Alright. Next is Murphy Fiero.
Murphiero grabs Betty and pulls her back with him.
Okay.
And we back up into the mausoleum as well. Drawing our weapons.
Okay, so you sidearms and you're gonna like back into the halls to where nobody can see you from the entrance. That one Nosferatu that is visible is going to start running at the doors of the mausoleum. That's probably going to be his turn. Carlo.
Heading to the mausoleum also.
So you're going to back in. All right, Betty.
Betty was grabbed by me.
Uh,
Does she see the Nosferatu?
Not yet. He's not quite in the hallway.
She readies an action to fire upon seeing him.
Okay, cool. Initiatives again.
It's the primogen.
52.
No, that'd be funny if you guys killed the primogen.
Carlo, how'd you do?
Got a 7 or 10.
Sally, you're the primogen now.
Fiora.
That's not what she wants.
7.
I could,
13.
I could make her prince. That's not what she wants.
And Betty.
Also,
Betty got.
she's not gonna be prince for very long.
5 plus.
I do want to help her though.
10.
So I need to find Zamitsi, or somebody who's got access
Jabril.
to the apartment.
What are you gonna do? Just hold?
He's coming in, right?
He is like at the threshold, but the hallway sort of goes a little ways and then splits.
Can I get to him?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I will go up to him.
Diablo, is your third man this night?
Yeah, I'll activate my celerity.
Okay. So you have how many actions at the end of the round? 3.
But first. No. Five.
1, 2, 3. It's additional successes, right?
Yeah.
So 4, 3, 7. Yeah.
Hold.
4.
4 damage. Little disappointed.
Alright, so you sort of sink into him, and the dagger, or the scimitar, right? Scimitar, like, bites through and then sloughs about halfway through the force.
Yeah.
So it's too lethal to that guy. Next is Murphy Fiero. You saw Jabril sort of charge out from under cover and whack.
Stab this foot. Alright. Murphy Fierro levels his revolver on.
Now you can't quite see him because remember you're in like a T-shaped hallway.
Uh-huh.
You and Betty are over here, and the action's taking place right here.
Okay.
So you'll have to move out from cover if you want to get to him.
I'll move out from cover. And then pull out my revolver and fan the hammer 3 times.
Okay, do it.
If you shoot me.
That's 5 and 4. Bullet 1. 2 successes.
Okay.
Extra success plus damage. Three damage on that one.
3 damage. Did you shoot for body or head?
I'm going body.
Okay. Then no soaks that halves to 1 bashing.
Oh, it's 2. Use 3 S on that one. No
You
successes.
miss. You bite into the chunk of the rock wall at his feet. Let's see.
I got 1 more bullet.
Okay, go ahead. I'm not supposed to let you split dice pool on guns like that, but yeah, do it. It's fine.
Multiplayer?
I don't think your weapon has that ability.
A revolver?
Yeah. I think it needs to be like an automatic weapon.
No, you can.
You can multiplayer with a semi-automatic.
Okay, fine.
That is 2 successes on a 6 rate.
Yes.
1 plus 4 is 5. Another 3 successes.
All right. I soak 2. The bashing halves to 0. Betty is next.
Betty does the exact same damn thing. She just goes bang, bang, bang. And I believe her dex firearms.
Sure thing, buddy.
You know, she's gonna put all her power into the one bullet.
Okay.
I pull the trigger even harder.
That cancels that out.
Kill shot.
Is she going head or body?
She's going body.
Okay.
Is this still counts as a success?
The 10 will cancel the 1.
So 2?
2 successes.
2 successes. 1 extra point damage. That is a total of 2 successes.
And I soak 2. Carlo.
Do I see the one that he's firing at, or no?
Yes.
Yeah. I had 2. I'm gonna fire at
Yeah, you guys are being really trigger happy when I'm in front.
it. Oh,
I really hope one of them hits you.
we don't have a scimitar or a melee weapon besides our fist.
I'm sure you have a switchblade.
Is that because he's Italian?
Yes.
I get it.
Regrettably, it's only a switch comb.
Or they can go even more retro. They can have a gladius.
For the Emperor.
You got 2 successes.
2 successes to fire. Okay. Roll. What do you have? A
So like handgun.
light handgun. That's going to be. So you're going to do 5 dice of damage.
Potential.
1, 2, 3, 4. Holy shit.
Nice. That's a good old more damage.
Okay. I soak 1. The 3 will have to an additional bashing. Are you going head?
Well, no body for now. I guess.
Body. Okay. That's 1 bashing. Now it is the Nosferatu's turn. So the one that is grappling with you. I don't know what he was intending to do. He didn't have a melee weapon.
No, he doesn't have claws. He can punch.
He's going to attempt to grapple you.
And Diablo Rise.
What is that?
The prince is not okay Diablerie against Jabril. He just... the blood hunt, it's assumed, so it's kind of okay. What is my brawl is...
Oh yeah, Diablery's a bad thing.
Ooh, that's a lot of 1s. My grapple don't want none if you got 1s, hon. Alright, so I still got 2 successes. So he just sort of like wraps his distended arms around your neck and pushes you up against the wall.
Oh, I don't roll against it?
No. Not unless you have like a dodge or something.
I'm gonna get celebrity actions.
Okay, go ahead. If you wanna, like... Four. Okay, yeah. So he reaches for you. You step back. You can kind of feel the slight breeze whip past you twice as Murphy Fierro. The shadows just sort of erupt into what appears to be this haggard, gangly woman. Her face is old, wrinkled, and her skin is the color of like burnt amber. She has these little tufts of white hair that dangle intermittently from her skull, and her eyes are receded into these sockets of blackness and peer out these piercing red orbs. And she's going to attempt to grapple Murphy.
Oh, you're gonna get Diablerized.
1, 2, 3, negated, 4, 5, 6. She like bear hugs you and throws you up against the wall. Another Nosferatu. I'm running out of like hideous imagery that I can come up with.
Hans Dupuy.
Steal from Lovecraft.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Okay. This pallid-fleshed with white blank eyes and this huge fish-like mouth leaps out from beside her, and as you're grappled against the wall, attempts to sink his teeth into you.
It's a fish. It's like That's actually a goldfish. This is mouthing at you.
This is weird.
He's like, I can't do anything.
Stop.
How do I get blood?
That is 3 successes. And as he is doing a combat kiss, it doesn't actually do any damage. But I need a self-control roll, difficulty 9, to avoid succumbing to the pleasures of diablerie.
The pleasures of
How many blood points do you have left?
I have.
Okay,
That's Betty. I have 9.
okay.
You can, it's like, like what, 3?
3 a turn, yes.
Self control.
Get 3 turns.
And he is just in orgiastic seizures against the wall.
This is Burbank Katorka.
Would you like to switch to Burbank for this?
You'll be able to feisty there. Oh.
I guess that counts. Sure.
Okay. Switch headgear.
Where's my headgear? I lost it.
You lost the wig.
Oh no!
How do you lose that thing?
It was on my lap.
It is now your celerity actions.
I got 2 more. Yeah.
You lost 3 blood points, by the way.
Help me, please.
I refuse.
There's so many people you all can diablerize right here. Unless all these Nosferatu have the foul blood merit.
If you don't help me, Burbank dies here.
That look says it all.
It'll take a sweet ass time getting to you.
Ah!
Your sweet ass celerity time.
Like, nah, not yet.
What an atom.
Walking slowly.
Adam, please.
Ooh. So 4 damage.
To the one that you're fighting?
Yes.
With your scimitar. I soak 2, so that's lethal. He's not doing too good. I'm sorry, bashing.
Sweet. 5, 6. So 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Another 4 damage.
Another 4 damage. He is torpid. So you slice into him and he falls to the ground.
I need to help the others first.
You still have... Oh, you use your last celerity action. Okay. Initiatives.
I didn't do as good that time.
I didn't do any good.
I'm gonna deal with this.
I mean, simply because I need to feed.
I'm getting low on blood.
Jabril, how'd you do?
I got
17. 17. Carlo,
7.
you're trying. Did you get a turn
I get. Oh, yeah.
last time?
No.
Did I skip you?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, what do you
I
want?
was gonna do dark humor, it's like where I just spend 2 blood points.
Okay.
I was gonna activate the
Dark humor.
yeah black bile pretty much. Like
Okay.
it says target suffers a number of health levels equal to my stamina. Yeah.
So let's see. Spends 2 blood points, chooses which humor he wishes to excrete. Humor can simply coat the skin, in which case touching the victim's skin lets the humor take effect, or it can act as a poison. So I guess you want to coat your skin.
Yeah.
And you're going to pull up black bile. Number of health levels equal to necromancer stamina. This damage is considered lethal and can be soaked. Okay. So you sort of like pull a pool of black bile into your hand and start dripping and pooling on the ground.
Put it on the gun.
I wish I could like black bile bullets, bitches.
I mean, you could
Like, it's like
open it up.
Like, just a little
Pour it
reaction.
down the barrel.
I know. Like, it's like, oh, no, it's jammed in.
Yeah, it's jam shit.
Like, oh, there he goes. Is
It's jammed with your black jam.
that my action then? Just the button?
I'll still give you. You want to slap somebody?
Like, can I hit the one that's attacking Burbank?
You can hit the one that's grappling Burbank,
Yeah.
or the one that is diablerizing Burbank.
Diablo Rising now? Like, he's my.
If anyone's gonna suck him off, it's me.
All right, so you're going for the diablerist.
Yeah.
Make a dex melee to touch him.
Isn't the diff like 3
Uh,
under Diablerizing?
sure, let's call it that. And you're coming from behind, so an extra 2 dice.
Fuck him up.
He's diablerizing Burbank, and you start diablerizing him.
So you're not diablerizing Burbank.
But Burbank still gets diablerized. Everybody wins.
No, they're done.
I get the reward from the prince. It's all good.
And then you start the Anarch Revolution.
Yeah. It's a lot of.
It's like that fucking episode of Futurama.
Wait.
No.
The one where the
Difficulty
water
of
people.
2.
Difficulty of 2,
Oh.
Adam.
At least
So-
my assassin
I
get what's
figure-
coming.
And then that's going to get rid of 1. Everything else, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, you hit him, and then I soak 1. What is your stamina?
4.
4. So Nosferatu number 2 is going to take 3 lethal damage, but
I'm
he's
glad
still
you-
sucking.
He's
Okay.
still sucking.
That was his action last turn. Fiora, what was your initiative this turn?
You got 11.
Okay,
Excuse
and
me.
Betty.
Burbank.
8.
Betty with an 8.
Yeah, who is these few?
Jabril is still first.
How confused is he right now?
Oh, hey, we got you now. We got you now, Fiero. Huh?
Who? Qua?
Spend another goddamn point.
So the one in front of me is torpid, and there's one grabbing him and one sucking him.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll go for the one grabbing him.
Okay.
Do I also get behind?
Let's see. If we were imagining this as a hex grid, I was actually thinking about this because I had BattleTech on the brain lately. I'm gonna say like there's only like 1 behind, and then 2 flanks, and then the forward. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Just yeah, I'll give it to you. Go ahead and take the other 2 dice. Just because we're not on a hex grid right now.
It don't matter.
And you are going for the one that's grabbing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're behind anyway, because he's behind the Diablerist, not the.
Oh.
Okay.
And then you start diablerizing Adam.
Just have me a big old suck off.
Quick, somebody!
You can't diablerize anyone if everyone's sucking everyone in a circle.
You're just continually transferring the same 3 blood points.
But at some point, that blood's no longer your own. You have an entirely new system of blood.
Vampire dialysis.
I know, it's just that those 3 blood points that are getting shifted around just keep picking up disciplines as the picture.
It's like, all right, now we know why we're.
Everybody's K-tip.
And then you all just meld and become a group of blood brothers.
Sounds like a fucking slut book.
5.
That's fang banging for you, Bob.
I soak 2.
Tell the kids about it.
No, the.
It's an epidemic.
Fiero, Burbank Couture is an orgiastic, so he cannot take an action.
Oh man!
The Nosferatu that is diablerizing is going to take another 3 blood points from you.
Wait, I can't resist.
No.
That's what your self-control roll is for.
Oh shit!
So you should be. You had 9. You have
6.
Yeah, you only marked off 1 the first
1,
time.
2, 3.
4.
1, 2, 3.
Right. You're down to 3.
The last 3.
And then the one that was fighting you is dead. So,
Betty?
not yet. 2 more hideous monstrosities come out of the shadows.
Good lord. Fucking.
And one of them is going to attempt to knife Jabril in the back.
Parry.
Rick.
That is 3 successes.
That is more than 3.
Okay, so you hear it coming up from behind you, and you look, and this fucking this horse-teethed, one-eyed, just giant misshapen Cyclops comes up with a knife from behind you, and you knock the knife away. A gunshot roars out from the graveyard.
Ooh.
As one of them attempts to take aim. How good are my firearms? I have better than shooting. So let's say you're not necessarily the blood hunt target. So if odd is lethal. I'm going for lethal, so I'm aiming for the head on a diff 8.
I'm probably gonna dodge. Or attempt to dodge.
You're gonna dodge?
You're needle it.
Okay.
Parry.
Parry the bullets.
Ah, yes. Catch it between 2 hands.
Wait a minute.
Yes,
So while he's sucking me off, isn't he getting high?
Yes. Probably.
So then you're both in your forehead like, dude,
4
this
successes.
is good.
4 successes. Okay, yeah. You duck out the bullet, ping, into the stonework.
That's stupid.
This is like from my angle, it looks like Bob's head is holding Josh's arm.
You know what? I thought that too. I was like, for a split second, I was like, are they cuddling?
I'm like, whoa.
Hey, baby.
Well, Bob, now we know we need to color coordinate our outfits better.
Okay. You gotta get a week too.
Bob, do me a favor and roll 3 dice at a difficulty 6 for me.
3 days.
You're making a soak roll for me. Soak 1? So, in the fighting, you guys didn't notice a piece of the shattered headstone sort of like float off the ground as suddenly it bursts straight through the Diablerist's ribs. And as he sort of like seizes up, you see Sally behind him, grabbing him by the hair and literally pulling him out of Burbank Couture.
No dear.
High as hell.
Yeah, Burbank.
Now you owe her 3.
Burbank owes her this time. And Burbank's completely fine with that.
Betty is up.
Betty.
Burbank, take one for the team.
Betty.
Take
pull-
3.
Take 3 for the team. Betty takes out her revolver and puts it on the grabber.
The grabber?
The guy who's grabbing me.
Oh, okay.
The groper?
The groper. And she takes the last 5 bullets in that gun.
The hand screwer.
And
Okay,
just
are you going to shoot point blank?
point blank.
Diff 4.
Oh, fuck.
Is it flanking now? Sure, why not?
I don't know if you can flank with a gun. But I might just be thinking about Pathfinder where you can't flank with ranged weapons.
So I botched on 1.
You botched?
On 1.
That's not a botch. It means you ate one of your successes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I fired them all separately. That's 5 bullets. So 5 dice.
Oh.
She botches on 1.
So I need to know which one that is.
Oh, you want me to roll 1 at a time?
Yes. That's what you're supposed to do.
Just roll one at a time.
Okay. Reroll.
Oh.
Bullet
First shot.
1.
Success.
Bullet 2.
Miss.
Bullet 3.
Hit.
Bullet 4.
Hit.
Bullet 5.
Miss. I was totally gonna make her gun jam on the butt. So that's 3.
3 bullets
So at 4 dice apiece.
and 4 dice apiece.
Would you like more dice?
No, I'm good. That is 2 damage. Three damage. 5 total so far. And that's all 4. So that's 9 total.
9 total damage. This hideous old woman is sprayed against the wall. By which I mean also tortured. Carlo.
So then both of them are disposed of?
They're on the ground essentially, and then you got a guy knife fighting Jabril, and then somebody with the revolver in the background.
How far is the guy with the revolver?
He's out in the graveyard, and if you go out there like wide-eyed, I'm going to trigger your full.
Yeah, so that's too far. Yeah. We go for the guy with the knife.
Okay.
You know, right after him, and it's.
I'm pretty sure your bile is used up. I'm going to ask you to roll for that again.
It's just the two. It's just two things that I just sucked with, so I'm good. I got blood to go.
Full of all that vigorous man blood.
You know what? I probably should make it cost a turn since you do have to roll. Well, maybe not.
I don't have to roll for it. Like it just
Just
two blood.
appears?
It's just
Okay.
two guys. Two.
So go ahead and spend your blood.
It's like you're forcing the blood out of your palms, and then it just turns into black bile.
That's fucking gross.
All right.
And I'm discharging after the.
Then gunman. Okay. Dex brawl to touch him.
Drooping over.
Burbank's
I
gonna.
botched.
You botch.
He's gonna fall in love.
You trip. And as you reach out to catch yourself, you grab Jabril on the ankle. Jabril rolls to soak 5 lethal. As this sickening darkness just eats away at the life force in your leg.
Can I dodge?
I don't think you can dodge a complete fucking miss.
I got 2 ones and no successes. That's a huge fucking murder. The Uber botch.
Is he on your Diablo list?
Can I see the book real quick?
Absolutely, friend.
So 4.
She's like, piece of shit.
Alright, initiatives.
Yay!
So much combat. Can't we resolve things non-violently?
I would like to do that.
That's how the first session started. And then then Murphy blew up a house.
We tried being investigators.
Not very hard.
Jabril.
21.
Carlo.
12.
Fierro.
16.
Betty.
I'm not complaining. I think I was rooting for it since the beginning, but because it's funny. But this is what happened.
Okay, Jabril is up first.
What is the situation currently?
You got a knife fighting guy, you got a guy with a revolver in the graveyard.
You gotta go grabbing your ankle.
And then you have him literally pumping black bile into you.
I'll look at you and be like, go over there. I got this.
Then I'm gonna run away again.
Go deeper in. Just away from me.
But
You've done more damage than they have.
I'm a better vampire than the vampires.
I like to imagine when you run away from a cross, you just become incredibly athletic. Just somersault over the graveyard fence.
I get a little bit gymnastics, like a long jump, like high jump over it.
Did I get my auxiliary actions?
You parried and dodged the shotgun. Go ahead and take it.
I'll use it on Corlo.
Just kick him in the face.
In the teeth.
Yeah. Oh boy. That's only 3.
That's why they pay you the big buck.
So what are you actually doing?
Scimitariing the knife, dude. That is 3 potential damage.
3 potential damage to the knife dude. Damn it. I don't know where that went.
Here.
Thank you, friend.
That's what I moved it. Yeah, moved it again. There we go.
Soak 2. Alright, now take your real action.
3, 1, 2, 3.
All the other ones are in his head.
Are you spending celerity again?
Yeah, I'll spend the fucking.
Got one more in my pool. Hankering for some blood.
2 torpid vampires.
It's like apocalyptic form.
Triggers.
5.
Potential damage.
And I soak 1. So that's a whole lot of fuck me right behind. Let's see. After Jabril comes... What's Fiero's dex wit?
Fiero's dex width is a 7.
Alright, Fiero's up. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Burbank Couture.
Burbank Couture.
I am going to ask you for a frenzy check because you are so low on blood right now.
This guy's high, -2 to difficulty.
But you're not Fiero, so this is his alternate personality high? Should that count?
On life.
I'm asking you sincerely. Should that count?
I mean,
It's
the
a
same
different-
blood
it's
is
a
going
different
through me.
personality.
But at the same time, vampires don't work the same way. So maybe.
You know what?
The high blood is getting sucked out.
I will allow it. That's a good point. The heroin is getting sucked out of his system.
He took your high away.
You switch like to Murphy, like this sucks. And you don't fix it.
Frenzy difficulties. You are hungry. This is also a life-threatening situation, so it's a standard difficulty of 4.
Oh, look.
And I'll give you the -2 for being fucked up. So
That's fucking crazy. What am I rolling? Humanity?
self-control.
Self-control. So difficulty 2. How do I fuck this up? Like that. 2 successes.
Yeah, 2. So you've held off your frenzy for the next 2 turns. You are, however, Burbank Couture. You're deeply confused. You were just on Hollywood Boulevard, and now you're in a fucking dirty mausoleum with inhuman
Actually.
monsters clawing at some foreign guy in front of you.
So, someone just ripped something out of my neck, right?
Yeah.
Time stops.
Your multiple personality syndrome, like disorder, also has fugue. That's funny.
As I look at my assailant and the person who just saved me from my assailant.
She's hideous beyond measure.
But to Burbank, everything is beautiful.
Oh my god, is this gonna be the poetic ending where Sally gets what she wanted after all?
I'm hoping that's what it is. It's just not not an ending I would have wanted, but that's...
Burbank flicks his hair and looks at the beautiful beast across the way, tearing away this evil thing. I decide to show him my prowess. Pounce on the thing and try to delobralize it.
You're going to attempt to diablerize the one she saved you from?
Yeah.
Okay.
This entire time I am locking eyes with her.
Are you trying to do the what is it? The Lady and the Tramp thing?
She digs in too. And
Share
just
a
like,
meal with me.
You guys are at the opposite end of one vein.
I don't think she's down for the diablerie. She might be, I don't know. I don't know her life story.
Assuming
part
that
of
this
it.
guy is staked straight in the seat of his vitae.
You're about to drink your own blood back.
I need to.
Man, he gets refucked up.
And then you're gonna get high.
You're gonna get high and Murphy's gonna come back out.
Be really confused.
Alright, you've taken 3.
And then Burbank's gonna lose his chance at love.
I'll give you 3 dots.
On my way back.
That-
Of course, continuously locking eyes with her, giving her ever such a seductive look while I'm doing this.
roll appearance subterfuge.
That is what she wanted.
What's the diff, like 3?
Victim equals target current willpower.
He's also foreign. A different kind.
Ah,
Bob, don't do this to me.
He failed. So she's just wondering why she's staring right at him. Or why he's staring right at her as he attempts to drink this guy.
Bo, come on. You gotta be a better rebound guy.
this is Burbank. This is your creation.
Nosferatu McKnifefight is going to spend a willpower to avoid his penalties and take a knife swing at Jabril. What are you going to do?
Parry.
Okay.
It's 4.
4, you did it. The one in a far field is going to take a shot at Carlo Martino, who I believe is still on the ground.
Reverse though?
So plus 2 difficulty at an 8. 1, 2 successes. With my revolver. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 bashing. Roll to soak.
Ooh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
All right. So you take one in the shoulder, but it doesn't actually hurt. Next is Carlo.
Like, I've been penetrated by worse things today.
Why are you gonna make this weird? We're in pitched combat.
I gotta have my one letters, okay? It's an 80s action movie. No, just kidding.
This is the 40s. You're thinking Detective Noir, friend.
Our experience with detectives has been
Questionable.
sketchy.
Which detective do you refer
I hope you never meet him.
I'm gonna fire my gun back at the
wouldn't wish that
other
upon
one,
anyone.
the vampire.
Okay.
to? Bang, bang.
Black. If you shoot me, I am gonna cut you.
I don't know. You're facing the other way. It bounced it off the wall. Ricochets. There's a lot of ones there, but there's a couple zeros. Cool.
Okay.
We're good. Yeah. Got 4 successes. Yeah.
Okay. So then you're gonna roll me 7 dice.
You can do it, Adam. You can finish him in one shot.
Actually, he can't because he's shooting body, I assume. Just roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 with the 1. So no, that's 4 total. I soak once. This guy takes 3 bashing halves to 1. As you kind of pop him in the shoulder. Sally sort of looks around and says, "We need to go now!" And you just sort of see Sally and all of your battlefield compatriots just vanish instantly.